As CEO, my job is to make sure that the right people are solving the right problems. So my day starts in a production meeting, making sure that we're getting our jobs out on time. It inevitably involves some kind of sales, working with sales reps, making sure that we're hunting new customers, keeping existing customers happy. And inevitably, there's other questions that come up that are HR related, finance related, but really I view my job as making sure that the right problems are being solved by the right people. So making sure the right people are solving the right problems or results in the right expertise and the right accountability. And ultimately, what's really important to our customers are things like quality, things like on time, things like fast delivery. And making sure the right people are solving the right problems is what best enables us to deliver on those benefits that our customers are focused on every single day. So probably my favorite customer impact story is one that really tells the story of how deeply ingrained that we get with our customers. So the particular customer I'm thinking of is one that we've had for just over 20 years now, and we help them with their corporate training materials. And in the past, about a year and a half ago, they had a situation where because of a contractual situation, they had credits where they could get free printing from another printer. So they called us out. We had what was a very tough meeting that they were going to go with this other printer because the price was right. It was essentially free. They had an opportunity to take advantage of these credits over the next year. And it was about 6 weeks later that we got a call from that point of contact that we worked with very, very closely for a number of years. And he was literally driving back from vacation, furious that the other printer that they had gone to didn't know the ins and outs, the intricate details of some of these very complex training programs that they deliver on a weekly basis. And he basically said, I'm calling my supervisor. I don't care what the cost is. Getting this right is ultimately what's important. Not having to have sleepless nights where I don't know that our program will be delivered the way we need it to be delivered. And they switched that business back to us. And it was really a testimony to our customer service and just how literally deeply ingrained and how we co-manage these programs with our customers. And it was really a feather in the cap and ultimately a long-term customer that boomeranged back to us, which was great to see. So in my mind, there's a lot of different printing that you can do. You can do printing that's entertainment based. You can do printing that helps you sell or market your services. Ultimately, what we do is produce materials that help people learn. And what really, where that really strikes me is that's what we're here to do. That's our mission, is whether you're a student or you're a professional, the materials we produce help you enrich your lives through learning something new, whether it's educational, whether it's in the corporate space. It really comes down to fundamentally impacting people in a positive way and enriching their lives through enabling that learning. So I've always been a big fan of books, and I think where it really strikes me is what we're really in the business of doing is printing, but more specifically manufacturing books. And it's just very satisfying to me to see skids of paper come in, of glue slugs come to our dock, and then pallets of produced high quality books go out the other way. I think there's something to be said about a hard copy book in this world where everything's digital. I still find a lot of value in that, and to take those raw materials and to produce those things, to produce those books in a quick fashion and quality fashion, I think is something that makes me proud to do. So my favorite client project was one we delivered here recently. So it was a K-12 education startup essentially, and what they needed was not only a book, but a kit. So they needed a box that involved a printed book, but also a couple sets of flashcards, a poster, and they wanted to package all that into a professionally printed corrugate box and the assembly that came along that. And it was early enough in the project that we really had the opportunity to use a term that we've coined, unlock co-creation. Is I think they had the vision, but they had never actually produced this project before. So it was very iterative and consultative on the front end in terms of what exactly the dimensions of this box were going to be, what were the dimensions of these cards were going to be, so that they ultimately fit together as optimized as possible into this kit that ultimately is going to go into a classroom, and in this particular instance, help kids read. So the ultimate outcome was something that we felt really good about, but then the process of getting from A to Z was very enjoyable, it was very creative, it was very collaborative, and I really appreciated working with that client to develop that solution. One thing that clients should know about working with JPS is that on time is an utmost priority for us, and we know that's important to our customers. Every morning we start with a 9 a.m. production meeting, and the very first metric that we review on our scorecard is our on-time percentage on what we performed that day, and then we go on to the schedule, starting with what's due that coming day, and then what's coming in the following days. But we know that on time is very important to our customers, and that's what we're myopically focused on, is doing what we say we're going to do and delivering on those promises.